Now who wanna move crossing on? Now who wanna move out on? If you got stripes and you let the city know you rock them, there we go.
Welcome to Bengals and Brews. I am Del Oman, joined by Pork Chop and Big Savage Greg. What's up, guys?
What's up, man?
Hey,
Just getting up from work, Had me a nice sleep, wake up, do the show, go back to work. Story of my life.
Do what you got to do,
That's right. Support a family, live the American dream.
Support all those cats.
And 15 cats also need support. Their fuckers won't go get a job. And that's not saying they can't get a job, because there are cats in the cat litter commercials. They got fucking jobs.
Man, imagine free cat litter in exchange for your cats being in.
I got fucking bunch of lazy cats. Out of 15 cats, I don't got a one goddamn cat that's not lazy.
Not one has a job. Not one.
Not fucking one of them, man. Freeloaders. They lay the fuck around. And then sometimes they'll be like, I'm just standing there, be like, well, skibbity pat me. Like, pow. Yeah.
Get back to work. That's like a get back to work.
Yeah, go to work.
So I can get some food.
In my litter box, get it out.
Yeah, that too.
Lazy bastard.
Greg, who are we sponsored by?
we are sponsored by Midwest Best Barbecue and 50 West Beer. Two things you can do at once. You can go to Midwest Best, get some barbecue, get some wings, get any type of meat you want along with that mac and cheese, and you can wash that all down with some 50 West Beer.
I love doing two at once.
Exactly.
I would love to do two at once.
Hell yeah, brothers.
Would you do two at once with me, Greg?
Sure.
And he disappeared.
Wow.
Poof. He's gone.
And just like that, Greg is
Right.
gone. So there's Super Bowl this week. Do we care?
Who gives a shit?
What?
You'll be
Yeah.
wearing your Taylor Swift UC Bearcats jersey.
Oh, that's only to the UC games, man. Chiefs, I ain't doing, man. I told we had this discussion before, and I don't care what anybody thinks about me. I'm going to use this to my advantage for my Bearcats, man. It says on my Twitter page, I'm a Bearcats fan, so I'm going to use this to my advantage with Taylor Swift. I mean, if I can't root, Chiefs are bad enough, but I'm going to do Bearcats. Let's do this.
Here the fuck you are.
They beat Texas Tech Dale over the weekend. They beat Texas Tech. Let's keep this UC Swifty thing going.
Yeah. What do you think, Chop?
Well, I think that's awful strong words for someone who's trying to get up to 2,000 followers on fucking X. That's not going to happen now. You just lost about 5 or 6.
Yeah, he's rooting for the Chiefs and Taylor Swift.
Fucking
I'm rooting for the Niners.
Taylor Swift.
I'm pulling for the Niners.
Greg is one of those NFL fans that just he's not watching the Super Bowl for the commercials. He's watching so when they go to the fucking press box and they show Taylor Swift up there with fucking Brittany Mahomes. That's great. That's what he's watching the Super Bowl for.
Hell no.
Dart just unfollowed right now.
There, you just lost one, Greg. This Taylor Swift shit ain't working out. What does it say I need? Oh, I do need cat litter sponsor. Work on that, Greg.
Yeah, Greg. Greg's a sponsor host.
Call Fresh Step when we get off of here.
I will call Fresh Step, see what I can come up with.
Could you sponsor our show in exchange to just send a bunch of cat litter to Port's house on a monthly basis?
Only thing we're asking is free cat litter. And they'll be like, oh, shoot, that's no problem. They'll be like, he's got 15 cats. They'll be like, oh, we ain't got no budget for that. Dump truck will just be backing up.
Now we got Bad Blood.
There we go.
Is that a Taylor Swift song?
That sure is. 1989 album.
What's the song, Greg?
Now we got Bad Blood.
Is that the name of the song?
That is actually the name of the song.
Blood.
Bad Blood is the name of the song.
I got to tell you, I'm the happiest motherfucker alive to not know anything about what the fuck you're talking about.
To each his own. Hey, as a friend of ours says, different strokes, different for different folks.
You can stroke different folks.
Yeah, he said you can stroke this folk.
Yeah, hell yeah, brothers. All right. So, free agent corners. So, what's on the docket today? Chidobe Awuzie is on this list because he is a free agent. That's one of the reasons. We'll also, go ahead and take a look at the Bengals players and kind of their PFF ranks, which I know PFF ain't the be-all, end-all, just to get an idea of who's out there, kind of how they performed according to PFF. You can go watch tape, film on them if you want.
Sure can.
I don't really want to do all that.
Yeah, you
got to do it. doing that with the draft.
I have to work tonight.
Yeah, we'll make Greg do it.
Yeah.
He's too busy calling sponsors. But
I got another show I got to do tonight.
Ours,
So.
Greg is a teenage daughter.
yeah, my 13-year-old also loves Taylor
Pretty
Swift.
much like if you pick any 13-year-old daughter across America and then do some comparisons to their likes and dislikes, they'll line up with Greg real good.
That's very accurate.
Yeah.
Especially if they're a Bengals fan. They like Andre Yosevich and Taylor Swift.
Yeah. That's it.
All right. So if we look at the Bengals players, and we'll go ahead and we'll start with Cheeto since he is the free agent of the group. Per PFF ranked 72nd overall, 62.6 grade, 68 as a run defender, which isn't 68 honestly isn't terrible as a run defender. 62.3. The 72nd, it's like, oh, there's 72 better players. I mean, he was coming off the injury. I thought he looked better down the stretch. Would you guys want Cheeto back? I mean, obviously with most things it depends on price, but just thoughts on Cheeto first, knowing where he finished out the year. And, let's just say if he's going to cost his season, this past season, his contract was $7.25 million according to Spotrac. So what would you be willing to pay Cheeto to come back?
Man, I'm not good with all these salaries about who gets what position, gets paid what, and what gets paid the other. But Cheeto coming back, man, I'm down with it because he knows the defense and he's going to be the backup. I mean, I think they're going forward with Juice and Juan Drago. So he's a backup. So if you get him for the right money, which I don't know what backup money is it $7 million? That seems like a lot for a backup.
Probably
right?
not. Probably not, but.
How old is he?
He's on the top end of this, and he is almost 29. He'll be turning 29 in the next few months.
Man, give me a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal on Cheeto, and I'd love to keep him. Maybe 2, but I don't know. 3's kind of reaching. What do you think?
Yeah, 1 or 2, I think, would be, if we were to bring him back, it would have to be 2-year max. Yeah.
Like 2 $8 million or 2 $10 million?
I mean, I would be willing because he's kind of proven him. He knows the guys here. He knows what Lou likes. I would be willing to do at least 10 to 12 million, honestly, because Turner kind of struggled. Like when you look at Turner, I'll go ahead and mention him. He was 110th overall. Now he was a rookie. I get it, but 110th per PFF, 51.5 grade, 64.4 against the run, 48.4 in coverage. It's not good.
That is not good.
For coverage grade, especially knowing, he started the year strong. He wasn't getting targeted too much. That grade was pretty high. As they started throwing his way more often, that grade just kept going down and down throughout the season. So for me, that's why I think we need a veteran. And that's why, we're going to talk about all the corners are out there, whether it's Cheeto or not. I do think a veteran makes a lot of sense. Now, we'll get to guys in the draft too at some point. But, Greg, what's your thoughts just on Cheeto?
Kind of like what Chop said. I mean, I'll take him back minimum wage or something pretty much. I mean, if some team comes out there. Yeah, minimum wage. No, I'm just kidding. No, like for a couple million and all that and stuff.
Hey, plus tips. We'll pass the fucking hat around at Paycor.
Yeah. No, my take is, I'll take him back, but if some team offers him a crap load of cash, then go for it. But, he kind of reminds me of Geno Atkins' situation. Geno Atkins came back, and he looked like just another player out there. But then a year later, Geno got better. I'm willing to get Cheeto back on a 1-year prove-it deal. Turner's struggled, but he's a rookie. Here's the thing. I'm going to go get the thing about Turner. I just think they need to use him more up front than maybe as a deep ball guy because Turner does a hell of a job near the line of scrimmage. When he hits you, man, he's going to let you know that he hits you. So I don't know if I would, but Cheeto, can we rely on Cheeto there to come back to be, because our only deep ball guy that I trust right now is CTB, but you need 2 of them. Can Cheeto come back 100%? That's up to the Bengals to think. But no, if we get Cheeto back on a 1-year deal, I'm cool with that.
And, we love CTB, so I'll go ahead and just mention where he's at per PFF. 63rd overall, 64.5, 46.7 against the run. I think he's a better run defender than what that grade is, but, maybe it wasn't shown for whatever reason. He did look a little worse against the run, I guess, compared to that second half of the season his rookie year and in the playoffs, but he played phenomenal in the playoffs.
Yeah.
But the coverage grade, 70.3. So, you're talking 70.3 for him, Cheeto 62.3. So definitely our top cover guy is still CTB.
You sure it's not Drago at 48%?
Yeah. Can't give him
I
that.
I don't want to accept
high hopes.
It's the ball skills. He's usually in good position, but his ball skills, when the ball is there, he doesn't, for whatever reason that is. You saw it on his Michigan tape too. He just misplays the timing or gets almost too antsy when the ball is there. And if he can just, rein that in, and maybe it's just reps, and he got a ton of them as a rookie where, he would be a complete unknown if this is Marvin Lewis still coaching, like William Jackson and Denard and all these guys who basically didn't play their whole first year. So I do think, but I do like the thought of Cheeto coming back. He wasn't too far off CTB, and like his numbers, like per PFF and grades and this and that, were way down early in the year, and he came back on, when CTB was out injured, and I thought he really stepped up and started playing more snaps too. So I'm not against it, but the money's got to be right. So
right, exactly. He's got to take his 1 year money and stretch it out to 2 year money.
Yep.
And
would you sign him for 1 year and give him an option for a second year?
I mean, whose option though? Team option or his option?
Yeah, team option.
I mean, if the team has the option, I mean, that's fine. And the Bengals should do that a little more. Hey, it looks like 2 years at this, but really it's 1 year and you can get out of it.
Right.
Maybe that second year makes the salary look better overall, makes the 2 years look higher, but your actual cap hit for year one isn't as bad. So
right.
I would be okay with that. What's up, Derek?
What's going on?
Yeah, what's up, Dirk?
Not too much.
Another episode where I'll probably have no value to this podcast.
Why?
Well, right off the rip, we haven't got too far in. We're just talking Cheeto. Got him in. He's 72nd overall, which was second highest on the team behind CTB, who's, and if we're including slot corner, Mike Hilton, 18th overall, by the way, 77.4, 64.2, 80.4 in coverage for Uncle Mikey. So,
did you happen to look to see where he was at in terms of slot corners?
No, like not just, but I know like most places that rank slot corners, even PFF, he'd be in their top 10. I think he was second the year before, but I think he was 8th this past year on a thing I saw. And that was a PFF article, so I assume that was from their grades.
What'd you say he was in? What number is Mike Hilton?
18th for all corners.
Well, that's pretty fucking good, man.
That is pretty
You remember at the beginning of the year, weren't we talking about how he was struggling a little bit?
Yeah.
Kind of missed a step. Well, he really made it up, didn't he?
He was missing some tackles, you would say, and maybe that's
which
why
is
the run
uncharacteristic of him.
The run grade's down at 64.2. So for his standards as what he does as an overall slot corner against the run and pass, maybe it was a down year. That's his down year is still that good.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guy played some safety snaps. If you needed to switch him and Dax Hill roles, I kind of mentioned this last week, that would be something that I would be okay with too.
Yep.
And hey, or if we draft a corner, I don't know, man. After you say that, I don't want to give Mike Hilton up as a corner. Let him stay where he's at. It sounds good, 80%.
Yeah. No, I mean, and he's really good at that role, but he's versatile, right? So you already got some snaps. You can move him around, and maybe you start moving those pieces around a little more. Maybe Dax gets a little more in the slot, and Mike goes a little bit more at safety. And it doesn't mean all the time, but it's just versatility. The more you can do, right?
He's not a free agent, is he?
No, Mike has one more year.
All right. Well, maybe we ought to extend his ass anyway, man. If he's out there, he's our best fucking corner.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, Derek, thoughts on Cheeto? Would you bring him back? Not bring him back?
I mean, it all depends on the price, right?
Let me do it.
I would say if you can get a team friendly option there, then absolutely.
Yes.
Sorry, me and Chop are just doing things me and Chop do.
We're just doing.
Can't pay attention.
We're just doing our things.
But yeah, we were talking about a one or 2 year deal. Maybe a 2 year with an option, like Greg said. Yeah, if the money's right.
Who knows? He might just want to prove it here. Because he was planning on this year being his big money year. maybe he wants to do just a 1-year prove it deal and go out there fully healthy and show teams that he's still a top corner in the league.
Yeah, I'd say he'll be a guy that tests the market and then just let's see where he's, does he get a big offer early? Probably not. And maybe part of that reason is some of these guys I want to mention on the market.
Yeah.
I want to start off with, and starting at the top here is just by the salary they made according to Spotrac last year. That's how the list generates, so that's how I'm going to read them off. And then I added PFF grades beside them and this and that. So Adoree Jackson, 117th overall. Not going to spend a ton of time here. He's also 28, played for the Giants this year. He's at the top of the list, made $13 million this year. Not worth it. Not even going to get into the breakdown of the numbers. Spotrac projections over $11 million for another contract for this guy. I say pass. Does anybody want to argue at Adoree Jackson? They have to have him.
No, but it sounds like someone they'll get.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to play this back and be like, yep, that was
You're right.
Smash.
Yeah, I don't want him either, but it does sound like someone that can end up on our fucking team.
Yeah. Antoine said, hello, ladies. No on Cheeto, we can draft another, and DJ Ivy will have a good role. DJ Ivy's health's a big question mark. I've got him down too. I'll go ahead and mention it before I get into the next corner. 28 snaps is all he played. 28. So these grades are going to sound good, okay? But it's only 28 snaps. I just want everybody to know that. That is not enough sample size, and I had to take off minimum snaps out of there. So overall, he's 86.8. That's amazing. Against the run, 60.2, but coverage grade was 88.5 for DJ Ivy. I was screaming to put him on tight ends all year long. I would have liked to see him more. He was starting to get more playing time and got injured. I hope that he's healthy and ready to go early in the season, but we don't know, right? Because we think he was – Chop, what the hell are you doing?
Damn.
What?
Okay, never mind.
What's going on?
Apparently I'm doing crack because I'm seeing things.
That's why you got your camera off, I guess.
Yeah. But, so, DJ Ivy, how am I supposed to focus? Could be a piece, and I agree with that, and I like it. Cheeto, I'm still not against, but I understand people that might just want somebody fresh in there. But I still, veteran, or you got to draft somebody if not. And drafting, the Bengals have done that, right? CTB, second-round pick. Turner, second-round pick, even though, he had his ups and downs.
He's going to be okay.
Yeah, you love him. You love him.
Yeah, I love that guy. He's going to be okay. Sexy motherfucker.
Now, on the opposite end, the next guy on this list made $10 million last year, projected to get 14.1 per, so he's probably not too much in the conversation, but 7th overall per PFF, Kendall Fuller with Washington. He is getting also ready to turn 29, 83.1 overall grade, 78.1 against the run, 82.8 coverage. So that's just all around like, hell yeah.
Oh, man.
The guy's good at everything. I think every team's going to want him. He's probably going to get paid.
Oh, he's going to get paid. Sorry, I was on the phone with somebody. Let me ask you this before we get into this. Do you think we should sign both a D corner and a slot corner, or do you think that's not going to happen in free agency?
I think slot with Hilton coming on his last year of his deal could be draft. My personal opinion. And I'll mention if a guy's I like, because I've got about 4 or 5 guys on this list that have mainly played slot. So I'll mention, hey, I know they mainly played slot.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, we know Hilton and we know Hill can do it. And they seem to like Davis, right? So he could be back on another cheap deal. But if I could see them drafting that in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round, another slot corner as a backup.
Okay, yeah, just something to think about. Well, like also, slot corner, say if you do to get a veteran in, well, we know Dax is going to be starting, but maybe there's times they like this veteran that comes in and you can move Dax to slot, but that's a different story right there. But but it's an interesting option. But Kendall Fuller, all around, that's what you get. But like someone's going to overpay the heck out of him, though.
Yeah, I imagine so. And like Washington, if they're really trying to win, they should probably pay him.
Would they franchise tag him, do you think?
That's a possibility, I would imagine.
Yeah. After losing their whole defensive line pretty much, it wouldn't surprise me. Or him or Jonathan Allen will get tagged. Yeah, no. Jonathan Allen's a free agent also, right?
I'm not sure.
Okay, so it'll be interesting.
But I will say, like, Emmanuel Forbes was a guy that a lot of Bengals fans loved. He was drafted. I wrote down just his kind of general numbers. Chop, I know you loved him too.
Nah,
He
fuck
actually
that guy.
ranked
Yeah, I did.
worse than DJ Turner per PFF, 113th overall. Against the run, 28.4. So the man couldn't do shit against the run. That slight frame, some of those concerns, that's probably a part of it, the functional strength
probably
as a
so.
player. Against the pass, 57.6. So that's still also not great for a guy who was just supposed to be all-world shutdown, lockdown guy. Now, a lot of these corners can still make a step. But that's a guy that went in the first. We got Turner in the second. Deontay Banks, another guy, 111th overall. So also below DJ Turner.
Wow.
Another first-round pick. 51.4 overall. 48.6 coverage grade. So kind of similar to Turner.
Yeah.
As far as the coverage grade. So just saying, I'm sure those teams aren't giving up on their first-round picks. We shouldn't give up on DJ Turner either.
Yeah. No.
They're not going to give up on DJ Turner.
No.
We're not going to listen. If we go out and we sign some fucking big free agent corner, all the fans are going to be ecstatic because it's going to seem like we're making a push. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we as fans want to see. It's not going to happen. They're going to roll forward with Cam Taylor-Britt and DJ Turner.
No, you do need corners.
But you need corners. They get hurt, and you need a bunch of them.
I believe that, but I'm just saying as a starter, so that if you're going to bring in one of these big-time corners, one of these high priority free agents, that they're going to want to get paid, and it'll be a first. There'll be a starter.
Yeah.
But
that's why most likely we're not going to bring in somebody like Kendall Fuller that I just mentioned.
It would be nice as a fan. Fans would be like, "Oh shit, what the fuck, man? We're making a push. We're getting this big guy. We all thought it was going to be our guys going forward, and we got some big free agent signing."
Yeah, but I think we can all agree on this. If we make a big, say if we did sign Kendall Fuller to a 3 or 4 year deal, we paid him over 12 to 14. Would you honestly be? I mean, obviously I'd be cool with it. But would you rather say, man, I wish I would have used that on an interior DT or something else,
or right tackle? Yeah, because I do think the line, and that's why we covered, right tackle first and interior D line before this. As well. This is a little farther down to me on the
right.
But it's still a need if you lose Cheeto. If you bring Cheeto back, problem solved.
Absolutely, yes.
Is a Juice up for a contract next year?
No, I don't think yet.
No,
his second year. He's got 2 years.
2 years. Okay,
he's got 2 years. Well, so there you go, man. You're not paying Juice. So if you're going to bring one of these big guys in and pay him a lot of money, now's the time because you're saving money on corner right now. Especially if you re-sign Cheeto to come back for $10, $12 million a year. So
maybe you're talking a 1 year guy. Well, that goes right to the next guy on the list that got paid $10 million this year. It's been around forever.
Yeah,
he is 33 years old already. But Stephon Gilmore.
I was just about to say that. I'll take Stephon Gilmore for a year or two.
Projected salary $11 million. So $11 million. 1 year, $10 million if you give him the same contract he got from Dallas this year. 35th overall still per PFF as a 33-year-old.
Yep.
71.7, 72.9 against the run, 69.3 pass coverage. So solid in all areas.
Yeah.
If you were going to do 1 year, I think he's definitely a name to keep an eye on.
Well, Dale, I think we can agree. I mean, I wanted him over Drake Kirkpatrick so badly, but I knew he was going to be gone before Kirkpatrick and all that. So Stephon Gilmore. I will. If we lose Cheeto, say if they decide not to bring Cheeto back, I would go get a Stephon Gilmore like right now.
Yeah. Derek, thoughts on Gilmore, a 1 year kind of guy if you lose Cheeto?
No, thank you.
No, thank you, he says. All right.
Okay.
Derek's just going to give us these answers, and that'll be fun.
No, thanks.
No, thank you.
No, yes, maybe.
Can you elaborate? No, thank you. Yep.
Thumbs up.
Another guy that's on the list.
I know. Go ahead.
I thought you wanted to elaborate.
I was just going to say, I don't know. Maybe I'm ageist or something because I don't see he's gonna fall off at some point. I just hate to give that money to a guy and then not get the production that we wanted.
Right, $10 million. Once again, give me 2 guys for $5 million each on the D line. Give me a D tackle and edge guy.
Yeah,
two mid-tier veterans, like third tier or whatever you want to call them.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's probably a more wise way, but he is like the 1 year kind of guy. I think he would be good with accepting 1 year because of his age.
Yeah.
Jeff Okudah, I'm going to mention
Like
just
Antoine
because he was
says,
a high
man,
pick.
build up that D line.
Yep.
Maybe that's our best free agency corner buy. Chris Jones.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're all going to look better with a better D line.
Hell yeah.
He didn't say it on our show last week. David Fulcher did an interview one time, and he even said the reason why our defensive backfield was so good is because of Tim Crumrye. That defensive line makes your defensive backs even better because the more pressure you put on the quarterback, the less time he had. He has got to get rid of that ball. If you could have the best defensive backfield in the league, but if you don't put any pressure on the quarterback, he has all the time. Somebody's going to get open eventually.
Hooray.
Yep. Hooray, Paul.
Moving on, though, Jeff Okudah, he was a high draft pick.
Yep.
That's about the good thing. Went to Atlanta, still 114th per PFF, 50.5, 68.8 against the run, but coverage-wise, 46.
Yeesh.
So, if
What
you say,
happened to him? Because
I don't know.
he balled out at Ohio State.
Yeah, he did. Ohio State's got a good reputation of producing good corners.
I mean, he's only 25 years old still, but Spotrac, his projected salary is 14.7 per.
Oh, no,
that's higher than Kendall Fuller.
I was going to say.
It's because of the age, and I'm guessing the pedigree of being that high of a draft pick. But unless he wants to come in for like 1 year, $2 million, and Lou, who does have cornerback kind of background, and corners seem to come here and they seem to get better, for the most part. But at $15 million, pass.
Yeah, pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Pass fucking
$2 million
hardcore.
smash.
Now, this is a slot corner. If we didn't have Mike Hilton for another year, Kenny Moore from the Colts is a great slot corner. Also ranked 18th overall, like they had the same grade, 77.4. 71.5 against the run, 79.3 in coverage. So you're looking at one of the premier slot corners, but we already have that at home.
How old is he?
Kenny Moore is 28.
About the same age, really.
Yeah. No, he'd be a great sign, but you know what? I don't know. Mike Hilton's on last year of his deal. I guess that wouldn't be crazy or anything. But
it only for the fact that if he came in, you'd say, okay, what are you doing with Hilton? You don't start two slot corners this year.
Exactly.
And he's probably going to get paid. His projected salary wasn't on there, and a lot of them aren't.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll just go ahead and say that there's about 5 or 6 more on this whole thing as projected salaries. I mean, yeah, Kenny Moore, great player for the Colts. Would love to have him. I don't think that's an option. Steven Nelson. Now, here's a guy who I've kind of liked, and his salary was only $4.5 million last year, and he was on the market for a while for the Texans. He finished 30th overall per PFF. This is an outside corner that finished 30th overall. That would be way higher than any of our outside corners.
Yeah, that's true. For $4 million.
I mean, that's what he got last year. His projected this year is 10.2 per. So now you're talking about, but if it's a 1 year, $10 million, I'd rather have him over Stephon Gilmore.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How old is he?
Actually, hold up.
Uh-oh.
He is 31.
That's.
But Gilmore's 33. So if you could get a 1 year, and he had a productive year this year. He just turned 31. So, but I mean, 61.6 against the run, 73.4 in coverage. I mean, that's really good numbers. Like if I could get him for that $4.5 million for 1 year,
dude,
I would love to have him for that.
Yeah.
Nelson, I'd be more than happy to have. Are you kidding me? Finish 30th. I mean, I'll take that for 1 or 2 years.
Greg, have him over to the house. Let him sleep in that spare bedroom.
Yeah, spare bedroom. The stairs. It's 90-degree angle stairs, but
yeah, it's more of like a ladder.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's all right, Greg. He's an athlete.
Yeah, no, exactly. And there's no bathroom upstairs either.
He could piss out the window.
Exactly. We had this discussion with Dale one time.
That's what I would do.
Dale, he's taking your bedroom.
Son of a bitch. Okay, well, if it helps us win a Super Bowl, it's fine.
By any means necessary.
Hey, fuck, he can come over here and sleep in my bed. I work nights, so he can sleep during the day while I'm not here.
There you go. You get home in the morning, so he better already be at the
Hey,
facility.
on my days off, he could big spoon or small spoon. Take your pick.
Yeah, he gets an option.
He gets the pick.
This is a guy I don't know a ton about just as a player, but the grades were pretty decent for Green Bay.
Here you go. Hold on, Tyler coming in. Look, there you go, Greg. Just invited him to Midwest Best. Signed it. Get the deal locked in.
Sign it at Midwest. Like
there you go. Take him to Midwest and then whip out the contract.
But Keyshawn Nixon, so 78th overall, 26 years old. So not even 27 yet, about 26.
Say what overall? 70th?
78th, 60.7 overall grade. Against the run, 55.2. Against the pass, 61.2. So coverage grade, 61.2. His contract on Spotrac said 1.7 per. So I'm just saying, you want to, like, if this guy wants to come in with a very solid 63rd overall, I'm just saying I'd take a guy like that for $2 million. I know nothing about the guy other than these grades, though.
I mean, that sounds like a very solid backup, to be honest.
Yeah. And he played 778 snaps, 79 tackles. So I don't know. Maybe he's more of a slot because, like, Kenny Moore had 93 tackles. You know, your slot guys typically tend to play close to the line at times. Yeah. They're going to have higher tackles. So he may be more of a slot corner. I don't know. But that would be a nice slot backup for $2 million. I would take that.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Hey, the more slots, the better, right?
I love slots.
Love slots.
Give us all the slots.
Give me some slots. Yeah. Matter of fact, I got room in the bed for a slot, too.
Yeah. But Dale, we have Jalen Davis.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all there is to that one. So Sean Bunting next. His projected salary 6.7 per. I think a lot of these guys, because they were first, second round picks, they're just guessing somebody's going to be his 90th overall, 57.6, 69.3 against the run, 54.4 in coverage for a guy who is going to be turning 27 in the next 4 months. Had 57 tackles. I mean, he's not bad. His salary is $3.5 million last year. Not bad. It's a guy, you know, we're going to mention him. Yeah. That's about how I feel about that one. Here is a very good slot corner out of Houston. Not quite 28 yet. Once again, we don't, you know, this guy's probably a starter, ranked 31st overall, 72.2, 83.2 against the run, 69.5 in coverage. Tavier Thomas. So 48 tackles, had 2 interceptions, or 2 forced fumbles. I think that is actually, my bad. So I don't know. Whatever. Depend on price for these guys. What do you guys think?
Depends on price. I agree. I don't think we're going to go out there and get a big name splash that's going to be a starter. So solid backups.
Right. And so far, the one that intrigues me the most is Adams out of the Texans. If I had to pick one so far, it's Adams right now.
Who?
Oh, no, it's the guy. Sorry, man. What was the guy for the
Steven
Texans?
Nelson?
Nelson. I don't know why I said Adams.
This motherfucker just making up names. Like,
right.
These are code names.
I want Swift from Kansas City.
Smith. Yeah. You're talking about Wilson?
Yeah, no, Nelson, my bad. These are secret names when I have come in to sign the deal so nobody knows who's coming in.
Oh, that's smart, Greg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got them all lined up at Midwest.
Yeah.
Dane Jackson up next. Projected salary $3 million, been on Buffalo. Stay on the road, Derek.
Damn, he got passed by that motorcycle.
That was it was a dumbass in a freaking rusted out Dodge Ram that thinks he's hot shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs a Silverado.
30-day tags on it. Rusted out Dodge Ram that's got 30-day tags on it. He just bought that thing.
That's a badass right there. He's seeing what it's got.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Test it out. Dane Jackson, 71st overall, 62.7 grade, like a 28 in the run game. So if we're trying to improve our tackling, that's probably not the guy to bring in.
Yeah.
69.7 in coverage. So if you're just looking to upgrade a little coverage, 27 years old. Maybe we'll ask Glenn Goodberry about that guy sometime. Dane Jackson.
You know how the Bengals are. They like guys that can do both. That run grade is way low, man. So I don't know about that. But you know how Louis Anarumo, he likes guys that can do both tackle and coverage. So, and all the missed tackles we missed last year, that's not exactly someone that would come in and help you improve that, you know. But that's just me.
Yeah. I don't think that one needs to spend a ton of time on. Ronald Darby next, that played for the Ravens. He's 30 years old. 36th overall this year. I remember we were doing a show when he signed, and we were like, oh, yeah. And I was like, I think he's played solid the last couple of years. Said his salary is only $1.7 million this past year.
Whoa.
Just turned 30.
Wow.
70.8 overall grade, 56 against the run. So it's not down at the 28. 56
No.
it's not great, but it's okay. But 72.9 in coverage. I know he's a smaller guy, but I think he can play outside and slot both. So a guy that's with a little versatility. I wouldn't be opposed to like a Ronald Darby, But that's the moves the Ravens tend to always make.
Mm-hmm.
Any thoughts on Ronald Darby? Yeah, no, blah. Chop, you're muted.
Yeah, I wouldn't be against it.
You said he plays. I was saying you said he plays for the Ravens this year.
This year, yeah, he signed a 1-year deal. He's bounced around, been a lot of different teams.
I mean, I feel like it's not uncommon for teams to, if they're gonna, like, one of the deciding factors, like if he's trying out for the team and somebody else, and they're pretty equal, and it comes to that he played for our division rival. I think sometimes that might give him a little bit of an edge, don't you?
I mean, yeah, he held up decent, but he's 30. So will the Bengals bring him in? Probably not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Next guy on the list, if we're going to page 2 on this out of 2 pages. So
Okay.
Jalen Johnson. Everyone would love to have this guy. Played for Chicago. Not even 25 years old yet. All this sounds good, right?
Yeah.
First overall, PFF. First overall, best corner per PFF. 90.8 grade, 67.2 against the run, 91 in coverage. Projected salary about $16 million per. Could end up getting to 20 is my guess. Anything we want to say about that? He's probably
I'll fucking bake him a pie. That way we'll have a whole nother pie.
Let's make a second
I
pie.
would say he is not making it to free agency.
Yeah, he's either tagged or they're going to work out a deal, I imagine. But I almost feel like maybe he was tagged last year. I can't remember for sure. Well, his contract should have been higher, so maybe not. Because he should have been higher on the list. Next guy, familiar name, Eli Apple.
I was just thinking about him coming into this episode.
109th overall.
What?
Coverage grade, 43. That's not great. But against the run, 88.7. One of the best guys against the run. Eli Apple.
I'm not opposed to having Eli Apple back, to tell you the truth. I don't think he's going to come at a big price tag, and he knows
he's
the
still
system.
only 28 years old.
My thing with Eli Apple is there must have been something going on in the locker room, because there was a lot of Eli Apple hate, but I never hated on the guy. I thought he did a decent job.
I thought he should have just kept quiet as we were in the playoffs.
Oh, yes. And I wonder if that's the reason. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I wonder if that had anything to do with it.
Yes. Would you guys, Greg, show your face. That's why the people are here. We're going to lose all the viewers.
We're losing people, Greg, as soon as you turned off your camera.
Me and Derek are allowed to not have our faces on, but you and Chop had to have your faces on.
He's not even there.
Yeah, he's just on the phone again. He's like, I'll just take phone calls during the show.
Right. He's talking to Tim and Nicole up at Midwest Best.
Seeing if they can.
Right, seeing if they can reserve a table, because Greg's having all these corners over.
All right, Derek, Eli Apple.
Bring him back. I like the guy.
Yeah.
I love the trash talk when he was, showing that he could back it up, but I don't know.
I think this would be one of those, Ova here, because I don't want to mess up the whole name. If it wasn't for his mouth, he'd still be here, most likely.
Overzealous.
Overzealous. Yeah, that's actually good. But yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to it. Now Chop has 2 of the eyeballs. Just weird things happening. So none of you dumbasses know Western Kentucky. What's their name? Isn't it the Hilltoppers?
Western Kentucky.
Yeah.
They got a team?
Crip's asking, so it's got to be, something after I say Hilltoppers. Greg, I've asked you 3 questions and you weren't even here.
No, sorry, I had to take care of something. My apologies. I had to take care of something.
Had to poop.
No, I just had to take care of something. Sorry.
It's definitely poop.
No, I don't want to know. Trust me, if it was that, you would have heard something.
You were muted. You muted yourself.
Yeah, you were muted.
Well, that's
You
how
wouldn't heard
powerful
anything,
it is. That's how powerful it is. You could hear it all the way across Ohio.
Would you want Eli Apple back?
You know what? I was getting ready to discuss that earlier, but I'm like, yeah, let's wait till it gets brought up. I would take Eli Apple back just because. I mean, here's the thing. I probably said this, but I know a lot of people didn't like Eli Apple because of what he said, but I don't care. Eli Apple did a great job for us. I would take him back here, honestly, at the right price. He did a great job for us when starting. I mean, every time he was
his grade was 109th overall.
Yeah.
43 in coverage.
That's because he was in a Dolphins uniform. When he's back in the Bengals
Yeah, there you go.
He'll be better again. Lou knows how to use him.
It's too hot down there.
Listen, we said we had a problem tackling, right?
Right.
The man's run defense grade is 88.7.
There you go.
It's like
I would take him back. But, what I think he's going to do is he's going to wait, because he waited out free agency and Ramsey got hurt and they offered him money. I think he's going to play the waiting game again and free agency.
Well, it still says the salary is $1.6 million. So
right.
We paid him $4 million the year before. He wants to come back for like $2 million. Why not?
I would do it. No, I would take Eli Apple back. A lot of people say, "Oh no, why would you want Eli back?" He did a great job for us here.
That's exactly what I said, Greg, when you weren't paying attention to the show.
Yeah, when you were jerking off.
Yeah, when you're jerking off with your camera off. You had to take care of something.
Well, something's in the making. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Number 3, man.
Number 3. He was doing a number 3. That's
different. Yeah, you were taking a number 3.
So, Christian Fulton, 118th overall. Only mentioned because he's kind of high draft pick. He's 25 years old out of Tennessee. I mean, he did have 46 tackles, but 44 run, 46 coverage. Does nothing good, basically. Was awful this year. So
no thanks.
I'm going to pass, but mention the name just in case, right? Was he?
Well, you mentioned the name because Bengal fans better fucking remember it because it might pop up.
Was he an LSU guy?
Man, I just got into LSU. I'm not sure. I didn't dig into the history.
Let me know. I saw almost was he the guy that Jamar was going up against when we played them in the playoffs? And I don't know. I always thought he was better than what he did this year. But moving on, another guy I only mentioned because slot corner, and he kind of started out here. Played for Carolina this year. 32 years old though. Slot corner Troy Hill.
Oh, Troy Hill, yeah, he did play here. So can I, before we get back to the show here, can I make an announcement because it's already been posted on Twitter? Can I just make an announcement for Rally tonight? Quickly, that's okay.
Are you pregnant? Oh, this is for your other show? So
no.
What about your other show?
I was messaging Icky Woods. Icky Woods will be on Rally Round the Natty tonight, just so you all know. We weren't going to know until the last second, but Icky will be on Rally tonight at 7 p.m.
Get your cold cuts.
Get the cold cuts!
Get your fucking cold cuts ready.
So, yeah, he's much more excited about that. He actually cares about that one.
I care about both shows, Dale. This two-way relationship is getting the best of me. It's really struggling with me.
I got to tell you, I've watched
Rally.
I never heard Greg stop Santori to talk about Bengals and Brews. Also, he never tells Santori about his source, Dale Altman.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know.
Interesting points, Shop.
So I apologize. I had to take care of something, but yes, that's what I was taking care of. But it was just announced on Twitter. Icky will be on. But hey, but Troy Hill, I will take him back. He was another former Bengal. I'll take him back.
Yeah, Troy Hill, 73rd overall, so he didn't have a bad season. 68.2 coverage grade was what he did best. So, if he's still out there around, vet minimum to take Jalen, to come in as the backup slot. That's why I'm going to at least mention it. Isaac Yiadom out of New Orleans, getting ready to turn 28. 10th overall per PFF. 10th. 81.1 overall grade. 74.7 against the run. 80.4 against the pass. I don't know much about the guy. 493 snaps, 21 tackles, 1 interception. Sounds like he had a decent season. Maybe he's a backup guy. Wouldn't be opposed to it.
It sounds like there's a lot of decent backups.
Yeah, and that's what we're talking
There
about.
is.
Right?
I mean,
Right.
We invested in CTB. We invested in DJ Turner. Some of these are going to be, hey, we're looking at filling out depth. Depth wins you Super Bowls. Guys that can fill in and play good.
Yep. I mean, like, it's like when we talked about the defensive lineman. I'm like, oh my god, they're like just like with the corners. There's a lot of options we have, more than I thought. So this is incredible to talk about.
Right.
Oh yeah, now you act interested.
Right.
Oh,
Now he's got Icky Woods signed on the dotted line. He's like,
Look.
now I can give my attention to this show.
His mood dramatically.
Yeah, I know.
No, stop it. No, guys, I love y'all both.
Greg, before finding out Icky Woods for sure.
And by the way,
Icky Woods could have came on and talked about these corners.
Yeah. Tell him to get on here real quick.
he's in Vegas right now, so
Oh, is he going to fly back for your show?
no, he's doing something for the Super Bowl. Look, guys,
Live from the Super Bowl, Icky Woods on Rally
live
Around
from
the Natty.
Super Bowl, Icky Woods.
Not on
On
Bengals and
Rally Around the
Brews.
Natty. Man, just turn our show off. Fuck it.
he's
He's
only
on the
going to
rally tonight, guys.
Yeah, tune in to Rally. We'll see you later. Bye.
Hey, we got a good guest coming up Friday also on Bengals and Brews. And
It's not fucking Icky Woods.
how do
Right.
hey Dale, how do you know I might not pull something in the future, man? So just be careful. Be careful what you say, Dale. They're saying.
Are you going to pull a muscle?
He's going to pull his pecker out.
Dale, Dale, you just keep playing me. I'll keep playing you, buddy. And I'm going to catch you with your pants down.
Oh, gosh.
He's been
Another
waiting for that
Baltimore
shit,
guy.
Dale.
Yeah.
Slot corner, Arthur Millette, 51st overall. So if you're talking maybe backups, take him for Baltimore. He's over 30, though. 73.2 against the run, 62.7 coverage. So not a bad player. Got like four more names to run through here. Keely Weatherspoon, he was 69th overall. No one's going to say nice.
I'm just reading fucking Tyler's elite comment here, how he was late because he was taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm
only
going to
Super
take
Bowl.
them fucking Browns to the Super Bowl.
It's the
when
only
show's
Super Bowl
over.
they're going to get.
That's right.
Boo. But yeah, Keely Weatherspoon, 70.2 coverage, around 60. 60 coverage, 70.2 against the run. That's kind of L'Jarius needs the other big name. We'll just for the Chiefs, getting ready to play in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like 78 tackles, 2 interceptions. So had a pretty good
Where'd
season.
he
for
rank
them.
on all corners?
28th.
Man, fuck that guy.
Yeah, he had a good season. 70.
I just, he's
going to get paid. He's going to
He's
get
the one that
paid,
did the
I
whole
think.
T. Higgins shit, right? Wasn't he the one that did all that T. Higgins shit last year? Or Hayden Hurst?
No, that was the safety Reed.
Derek, come on just for the ladies. Give him that shot of him in the fucking car for the ladies, and he's out. Little taste of it.
But yeah, I think L'Jarius Need's going to be out of our price range. But that's some corners. Now we can talk about Rally Around the Natty, the reason everybody.
Yeah, go ahead. Now the next segment of the show is about Rally Around the Natty. Go ahead, Greg.
All right, Greg, tell us.
No, I
about
already
Rally
did. I
Around
know.
the Natty.
We're cool. Dale, I got stuff off my sleeve that you don't even know of.
It's probably cake.
He's
Oh,
probably
actually, I did buy a piece of cake yesterday. I got three types of cake in my freezer, but for Super Bowl weekend, I gotta cut down because I think we're having a big get together at my family's house.
I'm coming over.
I can pull some strings.
I can pull some strings.
Wait till they
He
get a
might
little
let
mean.
you come over.
I'll try to
don't know,
chop.
Greg.
It's not my house.
Your
It's
mother's
not my
head
house
would
to invite
explode.
you, Chop. I just can't invite you over to somebody else's house.
Your fucking mom's head would
Chop.
literally explode about 5 seconds into a conversation with me.
Let me tell you about hookers.
Yeah, right.
So on the show, we talk about cake.
Right.
Yeah, we
all-
do.
Your
Yeah.
son didn't realize that cake was, when people were saying cake by the ocean, they were talking about
Right.
getting
How you
some
doing,
ass.
Greg's mom? Do you got Greg said that you could hook me up with a piece of ass.
He said you had
Can I
the
get some
finest ass in
Right.
town.
Greg,
No,
if
no,
I come to your Super Bowl party, will your mom
Well-
give me some ass?
Well, no. Can we talk about? There's actually something I want to talk
I
about.
think that's a no. Chuck.
This has nothing to do with the Bengals at all. NHL team in Cincinnati. What do y'all think?
I think
All right,
that
Jeff.
I think that at the Super Bowl party, I'd like to get a nice piece of ass off your mom.
Yeah.
Greg, quit changing the subject here.
No,
I know your
man,
mom's giving you, I know your mom's giving you a piece of ass. Right?
Jesus Christ.
This went south real quick.
Oh no.
Oh. NHL.
Interesting. Yeah. I don't
We had
think
an
it's gonna happen.
NHL team.
A lot of
Didn't
people
we?
said it's probably not going to happen.
No, it's
They didn't
not.
say that shit, but
We had an NHL team back in the day. Wasn't it the Stingers or something like that?
Stingers.
No, it was.
Yeah.
It was some kind of. There
You
was
didn't
a
have an
Cincinnati
NHL team. You've got the Cyclones or whatever. Like
No, we did. Hey Siri.
Cincinnati did not have an
Wasn't-
NHL.
Well, no, here's what I don't
Hey,
get. People are like worried about the Bengals barely getting to stay here. How could we afford another professional team? That's just first thing that crossed my mind. I understand some people's argument is they
Yeah,
want to
Cincinnati
redo.
Stingers. I fucking told you.
No, I knew
was
that.
NHL. It was NHL.
No, was it?
I'm gonna look it up now. I'm gonna look up.
But I did not want the Stingers.
Why? Because of the colors?
I did not want that at all because of the Steelers colors. I am not wearing yellow and black. I am
You're
not
wearing
doing.
hockey shit now, Greg, and we got a team.
I don't care.
Show me
I am
your
not.
fucking-
They need to,
show me
if
your
it's the
Cyclones.
Cyclones, black and red, sign me up for that.
I got to check on my dog.
Oh,
That's
they played.
cheaper.
Oh, so the Stingers were in the World Hockey Association.
Okay. Yeah, because I knew they were like a step below, but I knew it wasn't the exact NHL, but that'd be cool. But I don't know, man. I don't know if I can tolerate yellow and black. I'm sorry.
Well,
Could you?
If they bring a team back, though, sometimes they might want to name it the same as what they had before. I don't know.
Nah, who knows?
I mean, they did it with the Bengals shit. The Bengals were in Cincinnati in like the 30s or some shit like that.
Well, no, the Bengals, in all fairness, the Bengals, they said did kind of copy off the Browns and all that, too. So,
The Bengals exactly copied off the Browns.
No,
Paul
they
Brown
did.
left, and he went and he was like, "Fuck you! I'm making a team in the same state." And he made the uniforms exactly the same, except they said Bengals on it.
no, exactly. Because, he never came out and said it publicly, but the uniforms were literally dead on identical, pretty much.
Yeah, he was the most fucking upset person ever being fired as a coach.
Well, no, it's funny, Pork Chop, is we had Fulcher on last week, and one of our friends, here we go.
There we go. You had Fulcher on what? Rally
Yeah,
Round the Natty.
did you watch it? Because,
I was able to watch part of it.
Right. He wanted to ask Icky what your take on was the Logan Wilson holding. No, not Icky. Fulcher. Fulcher said the NFL has hated hated Paul Brown because the way how he left Cleveland and started his own team in Cincinnati. Apparently the NFL does. Apparently it's out there. The NFL does not like the Bengals because of all this.
Well, they should get over it because he's dead.
It's like that's stupid though to hold a grudge. I just
And
don't.
he's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. I just don't get that.
Yeah.
No, I'm not going against what Fulcher said or anything, but the fact for the refs to not fix the game, but if the game's close, then
He's in the middle of an important nap.
there you go.
So was I. I woke up for this show. Set my
Exactly.
alarm. It's Industries. Set yours too. I'm normally a getting up at 4:30 guy. For the show, I'm a getting up at 3 guy.
Right.
Shut up, Greg.
You shut up.
You're fucking grounded. Right, you got to run.
Greg's
10 miles
first
now.
pick, he wants Icky Woods.
No, Vernell says I'm grounded. It means
49.
it means he has to spank me.
That's not what it means. You
You
guys
want
want
Icky
Caleb
Woods?
Williams at 18th? 'Cause
Sure,
he's
why
still
not?
good.
Oh, I already fucking know who I want. Well, I mean, here we are talking about corners, though, but man, if I see Jarzon Newton there,
Yeah, I'm taking Newton.
who's our offensive tackles though? Just looking.
I will say on this mock draft, Terrion Arnold is my corner 1, 13th overall on this board, but my
Right.
corner 1, we're at pick 18. I mean, if you want to take a high-end corner, that's my guy. Quinn
Kool-Aid is
Mitchell had a great Senior Bowl week, so.
This is why I
Offensive
can't
tackles,
wait
They
till-
got Fontenot, who I
Ooh.
think is going to be a better guard, and then Tyler Guyton, Derek's guy.
I go Newton.
Well, Parker Blake said Guyton's flashy, back and forth, inconsistent. I want Jarzon Newton.
Newton and Murphy's on the board, so considered the top 2 D tackles. Latu, though, the edge is, very enticing there. Wide receiver wise, Keon Coleman. Interior O-line, Graham Barton, Jackson Powers Johnson. So, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good options here. I mean, Terry and Arnold, Quinyon Mitchell are good players. Latu. And Caleb Williams could replace Joe Burrow, right?
Yeah, right. That's a good idea. Hey, here in Cincinnati, we love them fucking USC quarterbacks.
So you guys said Newton. I'm going to take Newton. I'm sure Derek wanted Guyton. Derek, who would you take, Guyton or Newton, if it was up to you?
Well, I mean, it all depends on what we did in free agency. If we covered our defensive tackles and we were comfortable with what we did, then I would take Guyton. But if we still need a guy at defensive tackle, I think I definitely have Newton rated higher than Guyton. But
Derek, basically right tackle's already taken care of because fucking Illuminor done tweeted some shit talking about Joe Burrow.
We got Illuminor. Right?
We got our right tackle, so let's go defense.
If we've got Illuminor, then yes, I would agree.
Basically, the guy put on Twitter, I'll be in Cincinnati, and just didn't put the time, but he'll be here.
See, I think Guyton would actually be great to pair with the Illuminor. Because Guyton could, that would let him not have the pressure to start year one, develop if Frank Pollock's good enough to develop guys. That's another conversation.
I don't disagree, but I do not want anybody in the first round to develop. I want an impact player the first round this year. I want an impact player the first 2 rounds.
To me,
I love the thought. Yeah.
To take Guyton, you would have had. Go ahead, Derek.
I was just going to say I love the thought of taking Guyton if we had Illuminor, but my problem with that is I want to win the Super Bowl this year. So whoever gives us the best chance to win the Super Bowl this year, is the guy I want to take.
And Guyton might be phenomenal year one because he has all the traits. It's how quick can you get him up to speed? How comfortable does Frank Pollock and the rest of the offensive staff feel that he would be able to do that? I mean, he 1-year starter. That's a big question, you know. You see some of that raw ability, but he's an athletic freak at his size at tackle. I will say, I think to pass on Newton or Murphy, whatever the Bengals like better, I still am higher on Newton. I think you would have to have signed like a Sheldon Rankins to pair with the BJ Hill and have signed back like DJ Reader or Grover Stewart. You would have had to have 2 pretty decent defensive tackles to pass on Newton.
Yep. I agree.
Yeah.
So looking at the second round,
I already know
quarterbacks again at the top of the board. Bo Nix, Michael Penix Jr. You want another D tackle, Devondre Sweat?
Fucking right, I do.
Receiver. Tez Walker had a terrible Senior Bowl week. Interior O-line.
Go
ahead.
I've been looking at Devondre Sweat as a first-round guy. I just don't see him getting out of the first round, and if he does, he'll be like an early second, in my opinion. So anytime I've basically seen him there, I've just kind of acted like he wasn't there and went somewhere else.
Fuck it. If he's there, he's there. I'd pick him.
I think he is 36th on my overall board, so I don't quite have, 32 first-round picks. I've got him early second, but, I mean, he'd be in the conversation. I like Michael Hall a lot. Probably be my next guy at D-line. But, I mean, we drafted Jarzon in this. So, corner was – I love TJ Tampa from Iowa State. He's a corner I'm really high on. I think it'd be a slam dunk pick. Tight ends, Jatavion Sanders.
Ooh,
Sanders is very good.
Oh, yeah, it's Sanders.
So if you're looking at tight end, Sanders will definitely be in this conversation for me. And then offensive tackle, since we didn't take Guyton, it got picked. I'm not that high on the Kyron Amagaji from Yale. I've got him as like a 5th-round guy, so I'm not taking him in the 2nd round.
Yeah.
Hey, look, there's a Chris Jones down there. Oh, it's an offensive tackle.
Yeah, this is
And
all
I've been-
offensive tackles, but they're all like third round or later guys for me, and we're in the second, so I don't.
My pick I'm going Texas, so my pick is either Sanders or Sweat.
Yeah, I think that's where I'm at. And then Newbin at safety, he's my number one safety. I wouldn't mind that pick either.
I'll tell you the truth, I would want Sweat because it just fucking gets my mouth watering thinking about if we drafted Jerzon Newton and we also get Sweat and we got
feel better about your boy DJ Turner at that point, right?
Fuck right.
Mhm.
God damn, man. You got Trey Hendrickson up there. Miles Murphy, I think, is going to take a step up. Maybe Joseph Osai. Maybe last year was that fucking nagging injury and he's better. Jesus Christ, man. Can you just – I mean, we talked about NASCAR package last year too, so I don't want to get too excited about it. But that sounds like a fucking D-line, man.
Chop, you're rubbing off on me, man. I'll agree with you on Sweat.
I'll rub you off, Greg.
I know. Dude, Chop.
Sweat or Sanders? You guys think Sweat?
I would take Sweat because let's face it, you know I'm on team tight end. If we got a Dalton Schultz or just to give me somebody that, Sweat. Let's do it. Double up the horns.
Fuck yes.
So right there, regardless of what we did in free agency,
hey, look, our guy's still there in the third round.
He still is.
Fucking Sanders is there.
Yeah,
there you go, then.
That happening because it shouldn't happen.
I know it's
No,
not.
what happened? Let's triple horn this.
Let's do it, man.
Let's triple horn.
So apparently
this was hard.
We played that one just right.
Blake Fisher, right tackle from Notre Dame, be in the conversation. I like Matt Goncalves from Pitt. I think maybe another round before I'd want him. We better have a Luminor at this point though if we're passing again.
Yeah.
But I can't pass on Sanders just being here. I hate doing these mocks when that happens.
I know.
But Sanders, man, he's tied in two. I've said it before. There's a Bowers tier. And there's a Sanders tier, and there's everybody else at tight end.
Dale, you know how I like those tight ends with the number 0.
Mm-hmm.
Now, see, I think there's one other tier, and it's got Stover and Wiley in my rankings. But
yeah, and Wiley's still here in the 4th, which I'm on tight ends. But moving back to everything, corner Max Melton. I think maybe he projects best as a slot in the NFL, but he's played outside at Rutgers for years. That won't be a bad pick to take a corner. It's our last pick of the draft. Marshawn Nealon from Western Michigan.
Yeah.
Had a really good Senior Bowl week. Running back wise, Braylon Allen, Will Shipley, Ray Davis, the 3 guys I really like.
Ray Davis had a good year, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. But he's going to be 25. That's the knock on him. Kind of similar to Peyton Wilson. I love Peyton Wilson. I got a 2nd-round grade on the guy here at linebacker, but he's had multiple shoulder issues. So what's the longevity of him? Who knows? But we're trying to win a Super Bowl. I would love the pick of Peyton Wilson as a linebacker that can do it all. Wide receiver Corley would be fun in the slot. Malik Washington I'm really high on. Just to end this, I think Melton at corner wouldn't be bad. What are you guys thinking here?
Yeah, I mean,
I honestly would. I would go for the linebacker just because of the depth that I feel like we're going to be missing in that spot.
Yeah, and it's another line, so I'm good with that. Peyton Wilson, boom. I got him as a late second round guy. So we nabbed him in the 4th. So quick little mock draft. We will have Brian Bosarge on Friday from Draft Countdown. Not Icky Woods, but Brian Bosarge.
Is that 3:30 or is that a later time?
5:30
p.m. Friday.
I said 3:30. 5:30. Be 5:30. I got to try to stay awake till 5:30 after work on a Friday.
You'll see my face.
Maybe.
Hey, I got to call Brian back. I got to reschedule because of this shit. I want to see Derek's face.
But I would like this draft.
Just kidding, Derek.
I would be very hard for this draft.
Dude, I'd run around. I'd go skinny dipping over this draft.
After the first 2, especially if the first 3 rounds went like that, I just turn off the fucking TV and just masturbate.
Thank you.
I think Jadavion Sanders is closer to a back end of the 1st round guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's no way he makes it. There's no way he makes it to the 3rd.
No.
If we took him in the 2nd, I'm happy about that pick all day.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Is that my wife again? She did it again. Daggone. Oh, no, that's not her. All right. I got to get my kids, guys.
Okay.
Huh?
Love y'all.
Yeah,
Love
love
you,
you
bro.
too.
I don't know what the hell that was, but
I don't know.
so yeah, I like that
She
draft.
almost did it again though.
You talk about man meat at the top, Newton and Sweat. I would love it. Then you're adding Sanders at tight end. Be our tight end one right away. And I like Tanner Hudson, but we're talking about a guy that's like, what, 28, 29 years old compared to Sanders, who's just turning 21. Former wide receiver, 17-plus yards per catch for Sanders. I mean, I would love that. And then Peyton Wilson, this is a guy who had like 140 tackles this season. He was a tackling freaking machine. I love Peyton Wilson. It's just the injury concerns. He's been injured a lot. He's a little older prospect, going to be turning 24. But big fan of that draft. That's why we did it.
Dude, that's the best one I've seen yet, man.
Yeah. Hey, Greg. Later on, Rally, are you going to teach Icky the Yoshi nip shuffle?
Can we see the Yoshi nip?
Can we see it? Can we get a
I was gonna say,
preview on
Crypt.
Bengals and Brews?
Tell you what, Crypt, I'll do that when you started. When you stop bringing up my nipples.
I don't think
I'll
that's
show you the
very
nipples
great.
when you stop talking about the nipples.
Yeah, there you go. Come at you, bro.
Yeah.
But no. You want me to do? I can do the Icky shuffle right now.
With
Yeah,
your
let's do it.
nipples.
No, I can't do it. I'm wearing gym shorts that actually fall off easily. It wouldn't work.
Because your balls hang out the leg because you're wearing them real short
Oh,
ones.
do the icky shuffle, pussy.
Yeah, do the Icky shuffle, Greg.
No, I can't. I cannot do the Icky shuffle. There's no way I can do the Icky shuffle. I'm just messing with you guys.
If you're going to have the Icky Woods on Rowley and interrupt my
I
cornerback,
bet he does the Icky shuffle on
you got to
Rally.
at least get up and do the Icky shuffle.
Okay, let me get my pants on and I'll do it.
Oh, my God. We've got to wait on you to get pants on?
It's going to take a second.
Just take your pants off.
I don't want to.
The thing is, though, why does Greg take his pants off for our show?
I don't know. It's usually his top.
I know. So when he takes his top off, he's totally naked.
Dale, I really do not know how to do it. I was messing with you guys, but this. I'm only doing this because you guys are mad at me.
You got to turn on your camera.
No one's mad at you, Greg.
No, you're playfully mad at me.
Yeah, fuck you. Do the shuffle.
Okay.
Shuffle, bitch, with your
Yeah.
nipples.
Come on, motherfucker. Do it, Nips.
Hold on. I got something up my butt right now. Oh,
I bet you do. That's why he doesn't have pants on. He uses a butt
Okay.
plug while we talk.
here we go. I don't know how to do it. Wait, do this. You do the hokey pokey. You turn yourself around because that's what it's all about.
Is that the Icky shuffle? I'm sending that to Icky Woods.
No, don't.
Flip it.
You said that's the Icky shuffle.
Yeah. Okay. Since we're
That's
doing
what
dances
it's
here,
all about.
we're doing dances here. There was a dance I invented in gym class in high school. It's a combination of the dot and the robot. I called it the dot bot. Do you want to see it quickly?
Fucking right, we do.
Here we go. I'm doing the. Oh shit! Dude, I need a bigger space. It's hard. It was hard to do. It sucks so badly.
What?
Worst shuffle ever, Matt said. But Tyler loved it. And then Crip also said he loved it.
Well, I'm glad I'm used to some people. Don't ever say I'm never committed to this show. I'm committed to both shows, man, and I'm proving it. Even if that means I have to embarrass myself to an extent.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I want to see, we need a whole segment that's just like, time to dance. And it's just great.
Right.
A dance move.
They did
Well, no,
that.
so
My
Dale,
kids
do you
watched
remember-
this show
Dale.
called Yo Gabba Gabba.
Well,
and
no,
they would do
Dale,
that.
were you ever in this was when the movie was popular. Remember the movie You Got Served?
Yeah, I mean, vaguely.
I never saw it, but I would always mess around with people to try to dance in front of them. I'm saying, "You got served," and that's a dance I did, and everybody just thought it was hilarious.
Well, Greg, that was something. So
Hey.
I want a whole segment, though. What do you think, Chop?
Oh no!
Yeah.
We're not doing
One
that.
dance move per show, like.
Well,
toward
how
the
about
end.
this? I'll find a gym or something to go to, like where I have a lot of room to move around, because I'm not doing it outside because some people are going to think I'm a weirdo. I don't want the cops calling me again.
No, Greg, nobody's going to think you're a fucking weirdo if you do that in your front yard.
You don't
What's it
think so?
called?
You don't think everybody's like, what is
The
it?
dot knot?
The dot bot. At least say it right.
Not bot, Chop.
The
Damn
balloon
it.
knot. The balloon knot.
Yeah.
It's
The balloon
top.
knot.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe, all right. Maybe when it gets warmer outside, I'll do it.
Dancing with Greg.
Right.
It's a new segment.
He'll
Brought
be
to you
giving
by-
hey.
Brought to you
that's-
by Midwest Best Barbecue.
if you want lessons on the balloon knot, come down to lot 1 this season.
You know what I'll do at Midwest Best? That's where I'll do it at Midwest Best parking lot, or else I think I might be serious.
For Project Game Day.
Oh no, we're not doing
the balloon knot.
We're not going to. No.
Hey, that's it. It rhymes. The balloon knot in the parking lot.
No. Time out. We're not doing that. I'm not going to do any of that in front of a bunch of people. No, absolutely.
Greg, listen. I'm making a lamp to auction off. You're doing the fucking balloon knot.
No, I will be donating. I may be donating a very big personal. No, we are not doing this. Whatever Pork Chop says, it's not true.
We're going to make a goal if we get.
I am not signing off on this.
We're going to make a goal for donations, and if we hit that goal, you'll do the balloon knot in the parking lot.
Hey, Tyler said that'll get a lot of Venmo.
I'm sure it would, but I'm not here about to ruin myself. No, I am not.
Greg, you don't give a shit about military veterans that never been to a Bengals game?
Wow, how about adults?
Is that what you're saying?
Greg don't give a fuck.
You're like, it's not worth it for adults with disabilities.
Okay, you know what, Chop? I can play this game. Let's keep playing this game. Chop, what if you have to take? Chop takes his pants off, and everybody Venmos.
I'll take my fucking pants off right now. What the fuck do I care?
Yeah,
do it.
Don't have him like you're.
Chop, stop.
What he wants to do.
Dude, is he really doing it? Man, he's really doing it. Oh my god!
There.
No, don't! Oh!
You asked for it, Greg.
Hey, Greg, here.
I guess you got to do that dance.
Here, take my pants, Greg. I care about military veterans. Here.
Okay, I'm actually. All right, guys, I'll be serious right now. Can I have to leave my laptop here. Do you mind if I go on my phone? I'll put my phone outside of my car. It gives me more room to move. You guys hang out for a couple more minutes?
Are you going to dance outside?
Yeah, I'll dance outside.
He's going to do the balloon knot.
You guys, I got to get off my laptop here. I got to go on my phone to do it. Is that okay?
Hurry up. Chop's got to wash his butt.
Hurry up.
Well, actually, you got to send me the link on Twitter and all that and stuff. Send me the link on Twitter.
Too much. Next time.
Next time. Tell you what, I'll film a video if I get a chance, and I'll send it, and we'll clip it on the show. How about that?
Yeah. Sounds perfect. It better be a good dance.
Right. Make sure it's the balloon knot goes into the icky shuffle.
The balloon.
Do not. No. Chop. When you're commenting, I do not bring up the dot bot. It's too late. People are going to start bringing that up.
Dot bot. Oh, you need that background.
Balloon knot.
Dot bot. Hell yeah, brother.
That dot bot's making a stupid comeback. I haven't heard that word dot bot.
We renamed it, though, Greg. It's
Tyler will do the lawnmower while you do the dot bot.
There you go.
Yeah.
The dad bot.
There you go.
The slot bot.
Balloon knot.
I just don't ever want to hear. I don't ever get accused of I'm not committed to either show because I freaking am and all that and stuff.
I'm pretty sure balloon knot's slang for butthole.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's slang for something else.
Balloon knot.
You have to look that up, Greg.
Yeah, look it up, Greg.
Thank y'all for tuning in. We'll be back Friday at 5:30. 5:30. Chuck, this is good to remind me. 5:30. Don't know what I'm going to do from 3:30 to 5:30. Probably diesel by that point.
Yeah.
It's Friday. But love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Hooday.